In this video, I'm breaking down the two key traits that healthy masculine men have. I'm going to tell you what traits they are, of course, why they matter, and why women can't resist them, why women love them, and why women deeply crave them from men. So if you're ready to uplevel your dating game and master these traits, let's dive in and watch this video until the end. Women love these traits about men because one, it tells a woman that you're really into her, that you want to build something deeper with her beyond just having sex with her or beyond her attractiveness or her looks. It also lets her know that you are material for a relationship, and it's going to help forward and deepen your connection with her. Number one, this key trait that you do want to master is being present. And I know you're looking at me with two heads now, rolling your eyes like, Joy, what are you talking about? I am present. That's easy. No, it's not. Not in this day and age of modern dating culture where you can swipe and meet a woman at your fingertips. And also, naturally, people's attention span on things and people are just in generally shortened now. So a woman loves a man who is present with her. And what I mean by that, you can do this in so many different ways, being present with her in the now. So, meaning when you see her or talk to her on the phone or over FaceTime, you're excited, you're there with her, you are asking her deeper questions to get to know her, you are actively listening to what she has to say. You're really holding a grounded, present, masculine space for her to be seen, to be heard, to be understood, and eventually to be loved and cared about. One thing that feminine women always want and always look for is to be heard. And that's why we naturally want to talk out our problems and spill out our emotions and express that to you. That comes very easy for us, for women who are connected to their feminine energy. And so you being present is telling her that you care. It's telling her that she's worthy and that you honor her being, that you want to get to know her more. Another way you can do this is eye contact. Anytime you're on FaceTime with her or obviously in person with her, eye contact is intimate. And a lot of people don't do it these days because they're scared, or we've gotten so programmed into just being down on our phones typing and not being present to anything around us, not being present to the now. It's such a sexy way of being when a man has eye contact with you. And that instantly lets a woman know non-verbally that you are present and that you are definitely interested in her. Also, this helps to build a strong foundation with this woman, as opposed to just being caught up in dopamine rushes and the chemistry of it all. You slowing down to be present with her and pacing yourself to get to know her is going to help build a strong foundation and build a friendship first, as the romantic stuff and the polarity is building and going, and you create polarity, that sexual tension, that dance between your masculine energy and her feminine energy. You build that through flirting, through eye contact, through getting to know her, through being funny if humor is one of your skills that you bring out. All of this is under being present, and it helps to really strengthen the connection and the build the foundation of your relationship. And that's why it matters so much to women, and it should definitely matter to you, because what you don't want to do is be dating someone for 1, 2, 3 months, get in a relationship with her and realize you weren't present with her at all, and she's not the woman that you really want. And that's why being present leads to discovering if you're really compatible with her. And what I mean by that is, are your core values matching? Does she want the same things and envision the same things for a relationship that you do? Are you into some of the same stuffs, like hobbies and things that you like, books that you've read, general things like that? And some of the things are you not into, that she's not into, but can you create a connection from discovering those things and diving into those things with her that you know nothing about and you may not necessarily be interested in? And also, can she learn from you and maybe dive into some of the things she's not interested in that you can teach her about? Like one guy I was dating, he loved tennis. And I've always been curious about tennis, but I never really got into it or was like drawn to it to come to it on my own. And I never really watched a real tennis match until I watched one with him. And it was so exciting because he explained so much to me from the background, the history, why these players were playing in the place that they were, what that meant to them as athletes. And I'm athletic, so I naturally do just love sports and athletic people in general. And he was explaining like their background to me and why this was an important match for both of them, competing against each other, but just in their career. And it was such a beautiful thing because I learned so much and it created a stronger bond between us because it allowed me to learn something new. It allowed him to teach me something. And we just had a really good time watching these matches together. And I never thought I would experience something like that. Even though we didn't have the same interests there, still we had similar interests enough to create this bond together. And it really strengthened our relationship just in general. And he was really present with me with explaining everything. It was just so exciting. Back to everything at hand. I think we covered that and I nailed it. Hopefully you understand. If you don't, drop some comments below. Number two, the second trait is that much more important and builds on the first one. And that key trait, something you want to master, is being consistent. Women love a man who is consistent, not just with his actions, but with his words, meaning you say X and you do X. Granted, you're not a perfect man, so you're not going to be perfect with us, but it's all about consistency. And that tells a woman if you have integrity and if that's important to you. And I'm telling you, especially women who've had a lot of problems with masculine energy in general, with past boyfriends, their father, this is very important to them because maybe in the past, men in the past that have been in their life, all the way stemming from their caregiver, was never really consistent with them. And it created a feeling of abandonment, a feeling of making her feel unworthy, not good enough, and unloved. Though these are issues that she gets to work on herself, you can't fix her trauma or heal it for her. This will help to showing her that there's something else out there as far as masculine energy, that masculine men can be consistent, and they can be consistent in her world when they're handling her and dealing with her. And it's creates such a deep level of safety for the feminine, for women. And it starts there first with building any relationship. A woman must feel safe in order to trust you and then to get to the place of surrendering. She just can't race to the surrendering. It doesn't work like that in real time. If you want this, because feminine women definitely desire this, women who lead with their masculine energy desire this too. And that's the reason they're so masculine, because the only way they feel safe is with their own inner masculine. So if you can show a woman that you are consistent, you stand by your word and your actions, and you have high integrity, this will actually help a woman who leads with her masculine energy, help her to soften a bit and drop her guard down around her heart and just around her way of being with you. If you master this, your dating life is going to change for the better. It's definitely going to be up leveled, and your relationship is going to be amazing. Not perfect, but this is going to help add to it. And it's going to be a way for you to be an example for her. Even if the relationship doesn't work out, the bar is set high now. The standards are set higher. And she's going to now really look for men who can stay consistent. So that means being consistent with when you say you're going to call, you call her. When being consistent with exchanging texts back and forth, really being consistent with setting dates with her, and just whatever you say you're going to do, even if it's something a little like, yo, I'll get the trash and the recycling tonight after I get off work, and you do it on your own, that's going to enhance her feeling safe and her trust in you and then she will definitely surrender. Hope that this helps and it gives you some secret cheat codes around why these traits are so important, why they matter so much, and why women can't resist them when you show her these. Thank you so much for listening. If you like this video, like it, push that little thumb button below, drop your comments below as well. And if you're feeling this channel and you want some more of me and what I'm bringing to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.